Hello, and welcome again to another episode of Coull Discussions. Today we are going to be talking about what you see when you look out the window. This is Barry, I'm Chris, and let's go.
We're going to be looking, when we look out the window, I see grass and blue sky.
Reality TV.
Reality TV.
It's
yes.
the stuff you're supposed to see when you look out the window,
Oh,
right?
yes, reality.
Now, reality TV has been around for
A long time. And I think it started, it's been a while now. It started with, first big thing was Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor.
Survivor's still on, I believe. I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah,
Still on?
no, it's still on. Reality TV has exploded because, one, it's cheap, two, it's easy, and three, people love it for some reason.
They like the misery of other people, it seems like.
Uh,
We do. We like to sit there and judge other people, and because when you're sitting at the bus stop, you're probably looking at other people judging them, right? So when you watch it on TV, you're like, hey, you're probably judging us right now. You probably don't like my ball cap because it has an Edmonton Oilers logo on it. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, maybe you don't like his shirt because it has, I don't even know who that is.
Venom. The real Venom. Not
who
the
knows?
emo Spider-Man.
So do you still watch reality television?
I don't watch reality TV anymore. I got rid of my cable, and I have a streaming service. And,
We will be talking about that
yes.
in a coming episode.
And I found that trying to stream reality TV was very difficult, so I just gave up.
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of reality TV.
So is that the only reason you don't watch it? Is because it's hard to get online? It's hard to stream through your streaming service? That's the only reason. So if you still could get it easily, you would watch it?
Probably.
What attracts you to it?
Okay, so I watched Survivor. I started watching Survivor when it first came out.
Yeah.
I was really amazed just by the whole setup of it because it was cool. You don't have to admit it, but I will. Survivor was a good show.
I liked it.
It showed loyalty, backstabbing, friendships.
I think it gave a lot of reality TV does exactly that. It gives you a snapshot of reality. When you look at Survivor, we're gonna just go on Survivor.
Yep.
Okay. You have cliques. In real life, you have cliques.
Yep.
In real life, you have loyalty, friendships. You have backstabbing and enemies, right? Mm-hmm. So it did a very good job at that when it first came out. It still does.
Now, reality TV, it's a lot more exaggerated.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's like under a microscope. It's like you're taking life, like this, the big aspect of life, and you're going.
Yeah.
And you got all that kind of in that little microcosm of.
Oh, for sure.
So the backstabbing and all that stuff is very exaggerated. Very, very. You're not throwing people. Well, maybe you are throwing people under the bus.
Some people do.
Knows?
It does happen in reality, in real life. However, it's not as extreme.
Yeah.
Like, come on, look at Survivor. Some of the when it first started, it was only 2 people vying for the $1 million prize. Now it's 3 people vying for the $1 million prize.
For me, that's where Survivor lost me a little bit. The first few seasons were like, hey, we're just going to run a show, and at the end of it, there's going to be a winner. And then they went, well, maybe we'll go like this, and we'll run the show, and then, now you got to wait. And then here's the winner. Here, we're live, and here's the winner. It's like, well, why don't you just crown the winner out on the island? Why don't you just, do that?
It's secrecy. That was the main reason for it. Because, for the first season of Survivor, they actually recorded 3 different endings, or maybe it was 4. One with each of the final 4 contestants. So before they even knew who the final 2 were, they actually recorded an ending with the final 4, and they all had that $1 million check.
Yeah.
So that way, if something was leaked, they could say, "Oh yeah, look, we got a picture of."
Yeah. Everybody was there, so
yes.
It was kind of a hey, what great, we got everybody with the picture.
Yeah, so they couldn't say who the winner was. The whole reason why they did the in studio was because they wanted to keep it a secret until the last possible moment, which was, I don't think it was a bad way of doing it.
I thought when reality TV came out, like when the first couple seasons of each show, like Survivor, Big Brother, Hell's Kitchen. Those are the 3 that I mainly watched. I'm sure there was a couple.
I have watched all 3, as well as Amazing Race.
Yeah, Amazing Race. I
America's
still watch that one. That's
America's Got Talent.
I think I've watched probably one season of almost all of them. I've even watched America's Next Top Model, but that's because the wifey liked it. So I watched it. I was like, yeah, it's cool. Whatever. And I just think when you look at like the first season's cast to like nowadays casts in reality TV, that I think the first one is more, hey, this is the real people. Now you got the stereotypical group of people. You got the token gay guy, the cowboy. Hey, the guy I got 6-pack abs. The blonde, the nerd, the big boob, stuff like that.
That is the thing, though, is a lot of them are starting, like in the first season, like look at Richard Hatch. He was overweight, not, I wouldn't say ugly, but he wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
Like you look at Survivor now,
they're all pretty.
Almost all of them are pretty.
When you look at 10 people in the real world, you're not getting 10 damn people that pretty.
Just take a look at the people you work with. Cool. Are they all gorgeous supermodel types?
Sit on the bus and go, how many models are there on this bus?
So the reality TV is a reflection of what reality is. However, they do make it more viewer friendly.
They still have to obviously put it, because they're out to make a buck. They still have to try and make a buck out of it. So I can understand that. But it's definitely changed. Excuse me. Since the beginning. And do you think it's better now, or was better when it first started?
Depending. America's Got Talent. That would be one of the reality TV shows that I would continue to watch. Because I enjoyed the variety of talent on there. When it first started, it was 3 judges, and they tended to be quirky and funny, which was fine. American Idol, they had 3 judges to begin with, but it was because of Simon Cowell that you tended to watch, because he just ripped people apart.
Because he was a dick.
Yeah. Then all shows started using 4 judges, and they started making them funny.
Those talent ones I think they're still the best ones. Like when I know American Idol. This is the last season that it's in right now.
Thank goodness.
But like
been going on
like The Voice, America's Got Talent. They're taking real people and they're showcasing their talents. They're letting them have an opportunity, giving them the big stage.
And it's always nice because you can see a surprise. Like there was one goth kid who showed up on America's Got Talent, and he had the white face painted. He had like black eye makeup and stuff like that. And he shows up on stage, and you expect him to be a metalhead. Like, I'm
going to sing like opera or something.
He sang opera, and he was really, really good. Now, he didn't compare to a couple of others from a previous season, but for that season, he was the best opera out of them all.
Yeah.
And he made it to the second round, and I think he ended up losing because he wasn't able to find a niche to play off of. Yeah. So, but it was really good. And that's what the talent shows, at least I find.
Whereas the other ones, like the Big Brother or the Survivors, I think they're very gimmicky now. They have so many different twists and turns, and it's like twist, 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 twist.
Okay.
Whoa.
Now, Big Brother, I watched for like 6 years now.
Yeah.
Now, the American Big Brother, I watched it, and it was pretty much the same every year. You knew... The contestants knew going in, except for maybe the last season that I watched. The contestants knew exactly what was going to happen, how it was going to happen. They planned for it. They staged it. Each season was the same over and over and over.
Don't get me wrong. It's good to have the twist in there, but when it's every week, there's a good twist. You're like, okay.
And then what I found was I watched the 3rd season of Canadian Big Brother.
Yeah. That was just this one. Yeah.
This past one. First off, the reason why I ended up watching it is because of the house design. It was a steampunk house design, and it was awesome. Like, the setup was really cool.
I thought this season of that, it was a good season of Big Brother.
And it was amazing. Like, it was like, wow, I wish America Big Brother had done something like this sooner, because I would have stayed watching it, but I just stopped watching because
I think they had the right amount of twists.
They had the right amount of twists, and everybody on there was... They're still they still went for pretty people.
Yeah.
But they still, but they had a little bit more variety because they actually had like a person who was chubby but still desirable, I guess. They had the nerd, they had the funny guy, and all the guys in there were some sort of buff. It's not like
They
any
ain't
of them
like me,
were.
we're
No,
this.
definitely not. But it was good. They had the right amount of twist.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Yeah.
And the person I didn't want to win didn't, but like my second choice for winner.
I watched that
got
season
it.
because of the one guy, Kevin Martin.
Yes,
He was
he was my first choice. I
was,
wanted him to win, but he
He was
overplayed it.
He's
at one
a
point.
streamer on Twitch that
Is
I
he?
watch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we watched it, because I was like, hey, that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
So that's why we
See,
saw
I watched it because of the house design. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch the first episode.
Yeah.
And the first episode was like, hey, you know what? That was actually really cool.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not I watch another season, I don't know.
I really like
reality.
I like the competition shows of like the cooking competition shows.
Like
I don't know.
on the
Would
Food
you?
Network?
Yeah. Would you consider those reality TV?
Yeah, I would. I would.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're
because
kind of in that genre, right?
because to me, it's people competing live in a show. Right now, it may not carry over seasons, like
Yeah.
over a season,
Yeah.
but it's one show, one shot. It's
Yeah.
like MasterChef.
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen is
Well, that's a reality.
that is a
competition
reality.
based
It's a
show.
reality competition. So
I'm thinking like Cutthroat Kitchen, Chopped,
yeah,
stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I like those ones still. I still enjoy watching those shows.
yep.
Because I like food. I
See,
really like food.
because I have a streaming service now, I can pick and choose where. So I don't watch things that I used to watch when I
Yeah.
had cable.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like me. So
I like the idea of reality television. I really do. But some of the shows you got out there, you're like, come on.
they're anything to do with the Kardashians.
Oh,
Jersey
my
Shore.
You know
Like-
what? Honestly, I watched Jersey Shore. I did because me and the wife. It was kind of one of those like you watch it and you're
Guilty
like,
pleasures.
yeah, you're like a car crash. You're like, I can't
Oh,
turn away
yes,
from this.
yes.
I can't because you're like, how are these people on television? How are these people famous? We're making stupid people famous. What are we doing here?
Yes.
You know?
And I found that's one thing I didn't like about reality TV was you're making stupid people famous,
Yes,
and
for no reason. Like, let's.
I don't think we as a society need to celebrate
It's
stupidity.
it's pretty sad when people can name more reality TV shows stars than they can like.
people from history, especially relevant people from
Yeah.
history. Like,
Like if you went up to somebody and said, "Hey, what is Isaac Newton famous for?" Right? What is he famous for?
he discovered the theory of gravity.
Right. How many people would be able to get that? Probably none. And then and if you said, okay, not none, but a very small percentage. And if you went, hey, what made Kim Kardashian famous?
Far fewer people nowadays would be able to tell you what Isaac Newton was famous for than, say, 15 years
Or even
ago.
Albert Einstein. E equals MC squared, like, come on. Everybody knows that.
Atomic bomb, actually.
You know what I mean?
would actually have said the atomic bomb first.
But how many people, what made Kim Kardashian famous?
I actually don't know.
Wow! A sex tape made her famous.
What?
More people would be able to tell you that.
Oh, isn't that Paris Hilton?
That was her, too.
Oh.
That's what's making people famous. A whole bunch
wow.
of fucking on television, on the internet. And then you get your own damn show.
Wow. Really? A
Yeah.
sex tape?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's what she is known for. That's the big thing that made her go, hey, we're the Kardashians. And now she has her own damn TV show.
Along with all of her family.
Yeah, and it's
they
just
have,
a train wreck.
Wow.
You're like, what? Why are these people on television? These are who people look up to, and it's like...
And these are
it's not
our
reality
role
television.
models.
Yeah.
It's like we don't need... we shouldn't need these people as role models. We should be looking at astronauts and going, I want to be like him, instead of going, I want to be like her and be rich and famous for not doing anything.
Yeah, I want to be I want to be famous because I can shake my butt. What? You're gonna just shake it on the internet like that?
Well,
Like, come on.
If that's if you start off as a model and become famous because of that, fine,
That's
whatever.
fine, yeah.
I think that's an acceptable way of doing things.
Yeah.
For that matter, the new Wonder Woman, she was a model before she got into acting, and that's...
I'm totally fine with it. Like, I'm not, but I just don't understand the fascination with somebody like a group like the Kardashians, or the TV shows like the Jersey Shore, or whatever other ones. I don't even. There's a whole host of them.
Reality is a competition. Sure, no problem. I'm for it. Reality as following people around and watching their lives, I don't get it. And maybe you haven't heard, but I've heard that a lot of reality TV, despite it's supposed to be things that happen in reality, a lot of things can be staged. Like I heard in an episode of Jersey Shore, there was a skunk that showed up on...
Oh, I don't remember.
During an episode, and it was actually... one of the producers actually found a skunk and threw it on set and to see what would happen with these people.
Yeah.
Not really reality TV, because, we have a skunk around my house, but I don't exactly go out looking for it. You smell it and go, no, I'm staying inside. Click.
Yeah. Yeah, you can smell it a long ways away, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I just, I like the concept of it, of reality television. I think it's a very good idea. Like the competition shows. Like the singing competition shows. I like those. I still like The Voice. I don't even know if it's still on. I'm sure it is.
See, I lost interest in singing a long time. I watched American Idol first 3 seasons, and then watched Canadian Idol, and I just found that they...
But do you not think that those helped bring out new musicians who would never have been seen?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think it
Okay,
has.
hold on. Name people that are actually still famous because of American Idol.
Carrie Underwood, Jennifer Hudson.
Okay, yeah.
What's that? Adam. I can't remember
the guy who was lead singer for Queen for a little while. Yeah.
Him. There's tons from American Idol. American Idol has produced the most.
So that's 4 he can name right off the bat.
Right on top of my head, there's way more. There's
now
Ruben
Carrie
Sutter,
Underwood. I didn't
Clay
know.
Aiken.
But are they still famous?
Carrie Underwood's probably one of the top country.
Carrie Underwood, I will... Okay.
Depends, I guess, what
he
you
proved me wrong. I was trying to make a point. He just threw it out the window. Point for Barry. So, okay. He got a point there. Carrie Underwood is like, as soon as he said, it's like, really? She was from American Idol?
She won. I think she won. Oh, Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson, yes. She was the first winner. I get she's still kind of around.
But those shows, there are, like, American Idol has produced some of the most, like, well-known singing competition people.
See, whereas
for sure.
I don't...
But you probably don't listen to that. You don't listen to, like, the mainstream music.
No, I don't listen to pop
so,
music very often. So, and even if I did, I wouldn't know that they're from American Idol.
Well, exactly.
Because, it'd be like, they would show up and be like, okay, that's a cool song, but it's not like they go, oh, I'm from American Idol and start singing.
Yeah. That would be kind of weird. Hey, I'm from American Idol. La-di-da-da-da. What?
But, yeah, so, okay, yes, for that matter, I'm going to go against myself. America's Got Talent. There are no people that have hit mainstream.
Isn't Terry Fader, isn't he on Vegas? He's in Las Vegas doing his puppet show, isn't he?
No, but they get a show for a year.
Yeah, but he's still going. He just signed. I think he like a while back, a couple years back, he signed a new deal with.
Oh, did he?
One of the biggest ones, I think.
Okay,
in Vegas.
There you go. See, he made my. Yeah. Oh my gosh, 2 points.
2 points.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah, they make stars. They don't make big stars, but they make them big enough. Because I know from America's Got Talent, like Lindsey Sterling, she's an amazing violinist. I actually have a couple of her albums. I support her however I can.
Yeah.
But she never made it very far.
But you hear that, though. You hear a violinist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I loved about America's Got Talent. And that's what I also didn't like was this. Is because there were still singers on America's Got Talent. And it's like, we don't want to see singers because you have The Voice.
Yeah, you have so many other
America's Got
platforms.
Talent. You have other ones.
This is more of a...
And then America's Got Talent. There was one year we had an opera singer, and he was amazing. Prince Poppycock. If you ever have a chance to see him, see him. He is
See, that's
so
the thing.
weird, but awesome. He sings opera, and he does it in such a way that's makes it entertaining, because you always think opera.
I think there's different levels of fame. Like, there's the mainstream famous.
Yes.
Where even the, like...
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, where everybody's gonna kind of heard your name, and then there's the niche famous, like the violinist. Like,
Yeah.
there's she's probably making a decent living off of her career.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's this opera singer guy that you just said. He's probably puts videos on YouTube. Who knows? You put videos on YouTube nowadays, and you could
Be kind of famous.
you're YouTube famous,
Yes,
and
okay.
you're still making a living off of it. There's tons of people who do shows on YouTube. Hey, we're doing a show on YouTube, and it's like that's I think there's different. There's the mainstream famous, and there's like internet famous. There's YouTube famous, and then there's niche famous. Where the niche famous is where it's like you have to follow this person because you like that person.
Yep.
Internet famous is I open YouTube, you pop up, and I go, I'll click on you because this looks funny.
Yep.
And mainstream famous would be everybody knows who you are, from your grandpa to your
Yes.
8-year-old kid or nephew or niece or whatever, right?
Yep.
So I think that's kind of like how we've broken it up now. And these shows, these competition shows, produce people in each area. You know what I
True
mean?
enough.
If the winners usually become mainstream famous, some of them do.
Yep.
If not, they fall into the internet famous, where they can still put out and produce their own stuff on the internet. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they get like side jobs from it. They get like hosting gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You'll see Big Brother people pop up.
Now, our view is from the Canadian perspective, because all these shows are American shows. Now, these people could be a lot bigger in the States than they are in Canada. So, we're saying, somebody's internet famous. Maybe they're actually mainstream famous.
Yeah.
They're just not...
These things can overlap. They kind of do like this, like thing. You know what I mean? They kind of overlap. Yeah, there's mainstream, internet, and niche. They all kind of... Because if you're a niche famous, to them, they're your mainstream. You know what I mean? Like
there's, for example, Star Wars used to be a niche famous. Now it's mainstream. It's everywhere.
everybody loves it.
But before the prequels, Star Wars was kept alive by hardcore,
Fans.
rabid fans. I was one of them.
Hey, I like Star Wars. I wasn't like a huge like Star Wars nerd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I put nerd in quotations because it's not nerd anymore. It's just you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
But I like Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I've seen all of them. I haven't seen the new one yet. I'm probably the only one in the world who hasn't seen it.
No, there's a couple. Don't worry.
But that's what keeps things alive, is the hardcore fans.
Yeah.
The hardcore people. And look what happened with Star Wars. It revitalized, and now everybody loves Star Wars.
Yes.
And so now it's a big thing again. Mm-hmm. So if you're a hardcore fan, hang on to hope. Look, the X-Files just came back.
Yes.
What did it go off the air in 2001? Something like that. I think that's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere
I thought
back
it was
there.
the 90s, but either way, it's been off the air for...
But it ran 9 seasons. I just started watching it on Netflix again.
Yep.
And I've watched a couple episodes. And now it's back. Mm-hmm. Boom. All its hardcore fans who kept it alive, wrote letters, did whatever, got it brought back.
Yeah, and for that matter, there was a tease of Top Gun 2? Yeah, and so...
I've never heard of that. So
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a little tidbit on the internet that Tom Cruise and the guy who actually directed Top Gun were standing in a photo together going, Top Gun 2, maybe, type
Nice.
thing, a little teaser. And it's like, well, they're talking about Blade Runner 2, and Blade Runner was in the 80s, so...
That could almost be a whole other topic because to me, it almost seems like they're running out of ideas, so they gotta rehash old ones to me sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that could be a whole other topic.
And for that matter, people will say that's what Star Wars was almost a remake of A New Hope.
Yeah.
But you watch it. Yes, it has a similar plot line. However, you know what? It was done well.
I think we're going to talk about Star Wars eventually, guys, because it does have a big impact on generations. That's all I'm going to say about that, because we'll talk about it. It could take us a little bit. Yeah, reality TV guys, give us your comments below. On our Facebook, links will be all below. Let us know what you guys think of reality TV. Let us know what your favorite ones are. Let us know if you think it's better now or if it was better when it first came out.
Yeah, or do you even care?
Yeah, or do you even watch it?
Yeah, because we know some people don't.
Nope.
So, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and listen to us on iTunes.
That's right. Don't forget to share, comment, all that stuff. Guys, see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.